Hello, hello, hello. God loves you all. It's Friday at 9:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. People, I wish I was rich. My cell phone is giving me problems. I don't know if I'm even live or not. It says I am, but I don't know. It's just going to be one of these nights, people. Hello, everybody. I guess I'm working good tonight. you know, man, my backs are hurting. Hello, Kay Barker. I'm doing okay. I've been working in the counter of my bedroom, cleaning that up and sweeping and my backs are killing me. There's only certain things I can do because my back hurts. And, there's only so much I can do with my medical problems. And, you know, it's not like me to have a dirty house, but I can only do so much. Yep. Now I know tomorrow, well, we made a road trip and my son got his medicine and we stopped at the post office. Then we went to Salzburg at Arby's and he got him something to eat. And that's how my day went. Now I bought a 26 pound bag of cat food. I wasn't going to have enough cat food to get me until the 3rd of January. And, I buy 44 pound bags of cat food at Tractor Supply. And you can't find 44 pound bags of cat food at the dollar store or JC store or other places, you can't find it. You can find dog food, and dog food is a whole lot cheaper than cat food. I don't know why. Thank you for the hearts. No. I've been thinking what Foxy Lady tell me. You know, why is my house dirty? I get to thinking, my house really didn't get dirty until my son moved in. You know, that's only my opinion. Because I usually took everything out to the trash. In my cans, I put them in the garbage bag and take it to the dumpster and dump that off. But I burned all of my paper. And I keep my dishes washed. But for some reason, I can't get my son to wash his damn dishes. Can't get him to clean his own room up. Can't get him to take the bathroom trash out. You know, you live in the country, you put your toilet paper and stuff like that in a little garbage can that you got next to your toilet. He can't even take that out and dump it. You know, after I get this all cleaned up, I'll probably do some more tomorrow. But I do have to go to the drugstore tomorrow because by 5:30 I got a notification I got medicine. I need to get my body back in shape, but when you get old, your body breaks down. And I hate being old. And it got up to about 50 something today. I fed my cats, turned the heat lamp off, turned the heat lamp on a while ago. There's no use to use it during the day because it's not cold out there, but they do like to sleep in there at night and keep warm. When I get up, I turn my heat lamp off. I got to take some more garbage bags out to the burning pile and some empty pizza boxes. I don't know why my son can't take it out. You know. Well, in here, Baker, I got 5 inside kitty cats, all females. At one time, I had 15 cats, tomcats and female cats, and the female cats was in here, and the tomcats out there. All my tomcat, died. So now they run the whole house. And I don't think none of my female cats is mouse catcher. Outside, I got about 10 to 20 outside cats. And two of my outside tomcats, the orange ones, they leave for a couple of days. Then they come back. You know, they got to be out catting around. And I gave them a cup of cat food at night. You know, I cut back. You know, in the morning time, I used to give them about 2.5 cups of dry cat food with milk. Otherwise, when I call cups, the big cups that you get at the fast food place, you know, that's what I call cups. And usually I give them about 2 to 2.5 cups of dry cat food plus some milk. I fill my pitcher up so much hot water, and about 2 inches from the top or 3 inches, then I put milk, which that's equal to probably 1 or 2% of milk. And I'll probably sleep good because when my back starts hurting, did I take my medicine today? I don't think I did. I'll probably have to take my medicine, then I take my pain medicine, and I probably will sleep pretty good as long as my orange cat in the house, Kathy, lets me sleep. You know, when I'm sleeping, Kathy likes to get right here, start doing her fluffy thing like, Daddy, it's time to wake up. We're hungry. I try to keep them on a schedule around 9 to 10 o'clock. 'Cause what's the use of getting up that early? You know, I got nothing to do. And somebody asked me through emails and stuff like that, where's my girlfriend that I had last Friday? You know, she was in the 30s between. I know you're not a donkey. And, you know, she's between 30 and 35. You know, she did spend last Friday, and we had a good time. And if she comes back or not, I don't know. 'Cause I was her first old man in the 70s. I guess she wanted me give, you know, try it, you might like it. We've been talking on the telephone. And, you know, me being 71 plus years old, and we fooled around a little bit, and it's going through her mind. She don't want me to have a heart. I'm 71 plus. Hello, grandson Jacob. Yep, I'm old. People, I wasn't supposed to live past 65. See, I'm adopted. My real father, everybody in his side of the family died between 60 and 65. I was worrying about dying between 60 and 65, either of a heart attack or a stroke. Plus, he had high blood pressure. I outlived my real dad. But But God, yeah, it is a hard day's night. Hello, granddaughter. Hey, people, do you like people who's an artist? And maybe you like the Beatles. You know, you see my granddaughter in here. It's called Beatles-N7K. You know, she's in there with her parents in there watching. And God gave her a special gift to be an artist. You know, if you go to Beatles channel there, and she drew pictures of the Beatles. She didn't get it from my side of the family. She must got it from her side of the family. But God gave her a special gift. Like I say, Baker, if you go to my granddaughter's YouTube channel, Beatles-N7K, you see drawings that she has done, you know, of the Beatles. And they look just like the Beatles. She has a special talent that God gave her. And, well, he's up in heaven now. He was my elementary art teacher. Then he was my junior high art teacher. And when I got to be a freshman and took art, he was my art teacher. And I just couldn't draw that good. Thank you, you people. I can't subscribe to any more people. You all know how YouTube works. And if you only got so many subscribers, you can only subscribe to so many subscribers. I go through and rewatch my videos, look at the chat, and try to subscribe to you. Some of you I have subscribed to. But I checked it today. I can't subscribe to anybody until I get more subscribers. It don't make any sense, but you younger people who's very smart, you know more about YouTube than I do. You all know how it works. And people, I'm on a fixed income, around $960. And on that budget, I make car insurance, cell phone insurance. Okay, grandson, take it easy. Take care of your dad and your other grandpa, and take care of your neighbors. You know, they're more important than me. And I pay my utility bills, water and electric bill, car insurance, cell phone, couple other bills, and my house payment. And tomorrow, my house payment is due. They take that out of my account. And when they take that out, I'll be in the black. I'll be in the hole. Then I get charged $38 for overdraft. When my government check comes in, then they take that from it. And that's how come people, oh, goody. And Beatles, you, you know, Sky Zone tomorrow. Maybe let the people know what Sky Zone is. I'm thinking it's jumping out of an airplane or something like that, is what I'm thinking. But, I'm just old man. I never went to Sky Zone. Uh, can you explain it a little bit better? What is Sky Zone? Is it a game or a place that, you know, I, I'm old. I know there's other people on there that might not know what Sky Zone is. If you could explain and help me. Oh, trampoline. Okay, trampoline park. Okay. That's another name for like a mall, I guess. Okay, like tomorrow when you go and you find out, leave it in the comment, you know, and get, get, you know, you younger people, you got members, us old people, we not on up on Sky Zone. We know what trampoline is, because when I was in junior high school, in PE class, gym class, whatever they call it, I don't know if they have gym class anymore. That might be why we got a whole lot of fat kids, because they don't have PE class anymore. I don't know. And we learned how to jump on a trampoline up in the balcony, and all us kids were standing around the trampoline for the spotter. Plus, we had those real thick mats on the floor around the trampoline. That's how it was when I was in school. But my gym teacher, you could say that he was kind of like a DI in the military. That's how he ran his PE class. And if you pass his PE class, you was ready to go into the military. Set ups, push ups, jumping jacks, lift bars. You knew what to expect when you went in. I was one, and the DI said, Private, how did you learn how to do these exercises this good? I said, the private learned that in high school in PE class, sir. That was a long time ago, because I've been out of school over 50 some odd years, maybe 55. Let's see. Oh, 54 years, I would say. I've been out of school. We also learned how to square dance, barroom dancing, get you ready for the prom. And the girls, you know, I don't know if they say the same thing nowadays. The girl says, I don't want to dance with him. He got cooties. Margaret's, well, she's not in here. She was. But I think her cold showers is over. I don't think, because she been pretty good today, or she was pretty good last night. But it depends which other cat's going to be taking cold showers. But people, I love my kitty cats. You know, the kitty cats is company. They keep me company. They know when I'm upset. They know when I feel bad. You know. And hello, Yoakum. And yes, you Yoakum, I got my socks on. And like I say, when I get this room all cleaned up, I will start out in the living room. You know, animals, people, no matter if you live in the city or out in the country or on the farm, a raccoon. Well, raccoons, I used to love them when I was in the city. But out here in the country, beetles, they're not friendly. I hate them because a few years ago, they killed my chickens, they killed my rooster. I love that rooster. And he's always crow at 5 o'clock in the morning. If me or my son was to leave in the car, he would crow like, "Bye, Daddy." And when we get back home, he would crow like, "Welcome back home, Daddy." You know, he was part of the family. And I miss it. But as you see in my description, a city boy learning how to be a country boy. I built a hen house out of 2x4s and stuff like that, but the wire I used was that old chicken wire, you know, the round thin wire, and you don't want to use something like that. You want to use that heavy duty wire, like you see these metal dog cages. You see how thick those wires is. You know, something like this, maybe a little bit bigger than this, to put around your bottom of your chicken coop, up and on top of it. You know. Hello, Alex. I had to look twice, see if it's Alex or Margaret, because they're about the same. Except Alex got more white in here, while Margaret just got a little white spot. And what, you want me to put some more meow mix in there? You all eat the crap out of that meow mix, but when I get the other cat food, you still got cat food in it. They don't like it, but I can't afford meow mix, people. That's too expensive. Because even the outside cats will eat it. When I put it out there in the morning, it's usually gone by 2 o'clock. They love meow mix, but that's too expensive. But when I go, let's see, Saturday is the 28th, first is Sunday. On Tuesday, I guess that's when I go to the bank and pay my $300 electric bill. I don't know why it's $300. In the 8 years I lived here, it never been over $200. And it didn't get into single digits. I had a heat lamp last year, and it never got over $200. This year, it got over $300. And I don't know why. I'm going to ask the electric company when I go on the 3rd. One thing, I don't like those smart meters. I don't like them. But it was on the house before I bought it. I like the old meters. These smart meters, you use more electricity, in my book. Even when I lived up at my rental property, it was never over $75. And you move out here and got a smart meter, it seems like it doubled. There's nothing. You're not the only one afraid of the dark. You know, when I go outside at nighttime, I got a flashlight. 'Cause you live out in the country, you never know what will come down your road or what animal will pop out at night. You know, it scares me. It scares me at night. That's how come I don't even get out and drive at night. I stay at home. You know, you're not the only one afraid of the dark. There's all kinds of people out there afraid of the dark. Ain't that right, Margaret? Alex. Alex. But people, I want to thank you all that have subscribed. Give me the thumbs up. What's important to me, right? I got coyotes out here. I got foxes. I think a few bobcats. I haven't really seen a bobcat. I got no skunks. You know, I've smelled them every once in a while, but there's been no skunks that got ran over up where I live. If I go like to Charlestown or New Washington is kind of east of Charlestown, I would guess. Northeast of Charlestown. You see a bunch of skunks that be roadkill. Around here where I live, you see possums, raccoons, and a few deer that gets hit. But I haven't seen any skunks where I live, so I guess I'm lucky. But to have a pet skunk, the way I understand it, you have to have them when they're babies. You know, that I won't make fun of it. Well, let her do it. You know, just tell your teacher, tell your parents. You know, here in the United States, they got laws are getting bullied in school by other kids. Where you live, granddaughter, I don't know how it is over there where you live about bullies. You know, God would take care of those people that spread rumors. You know, don't listen to them rumors. I've seen people around, within a couple of 100 miles of me. People spread rumors or this and that. They end up killing themselves, committing suicide, because they can't put up with it. And people shouldn't bully anybody, because one day it's going to come back and bite them. It's going to come back and bite them. God would take care of them people who's bullying, I know you believe in God just like I do, Beatles. And just pray to God, ask God to help you out on this person who's bullying you. Well, can you tell a teacher about that? Oh, you did? Okay. Like, if that was me, I know what I would do. But what I would do, you get arrested or kicked out of school. Because I wouldn't put up with crap like that. I would knock the crap out of me. But I don't want you to do it. Because if you stay calm, this and that, it makes you look better. And I don't know how your country treats people who bully, that sometimes the parents, like they do here in the United States, they report it to the police. And, but where you live, I don't know how the police officer works where you live. Like I said, just tell your parents. Your parents can help you out. That's okay. That's okay. Talk to your parents. Tell them what's going on. Like maybe your parents can talk to the police where you live. And don't fight anybody, then you get a bad name for yourself. But you have the right to defend yourself. Well, like I say, your parents, as long as you keep telling them and talk to them and maybe put it on your YouTube channel, Oh, goody. That's good. Maybe you can put it on your Facebook page. Tell them you're getting bullied in school. How can we stop other kids from getting bullied? Do they need to change the law to help kids out. You know, like I say, every state, every country's different. I don't have Facebook either. The reason I don't have Facebook, they forget about the First Amendment rights. If I was on Facebook and I say something about a Democrat, they will kick me off. That's violating the First Amendment rights, what we got here in the United States, what they call freedom of speech. But Facebook don't really believe in it. And that's how come I won't go on Facebook. My son's on Facebook. I told him a few people to subscribe to that keep me up what's going on in Charlestown or stuff like that. I like to keep up. Okay, before you go jump in bed, tell your parents you love them and tell them you see them in the morning. I want all your kids before you go to bed. Tell your mom and dad or whoever is watching you that you love them. And before you go to school, tell them you love them. Or before they leave to work, tell them you love them. Because anything can happen. Some people dies in their sleep. Some might get in a car wreck or drive-by shooting. You always tell your parents you love them, because if something was to happen to them, you told your parents you loved them. That's one I want everybody to do. Even your parents, tell your kids you love them before they go to sleep. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I love my grandkids. And I appreciate all my grandkids. Because I love talking to your people here on YouTube. You're my family. You help me make it another day. And, I tell you things and you tell me things, not personal things, but you help everybody out on YouTube, even the younger people. Or you're going to make me sleep real good tonight. But don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams. God gave you a special gift on your artwork. God gave you a special gift. For what I've seen your artwork, that's how come I'm having people, that's how come I promote you. Hello, Joanne. Oh, you must be talking about a kitty cat. I think some kitty cats got 6 toes. It must be one of those hillbillies. But I have been in here before I came live, I done got all this side cleaned up, and I'm working on the northwest side of my bedroom, sweeping and cleaning and all that. Do that, Then I would start working probably in the living room. I just wish I could get my son to clean his room up. It's like he's too stubborn like me. Okay, thank you for reminding me. People, I forgot. Wish Michael a happy birthday today. I don't want to know how old you are, but happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michael. Happy birthday to you. Should I sub? Yeah, you should. Everybody should sub. You help me get my subscribers up. You help me get my watch hours up. Hello, Tyler. Everybody needs subscribers. Everybody needs watch hours. I'm just an old man of 71 plus years old on a fixed income. If I could get monetized, then I could get some money coming in, and I could hear my ex-wife, Foxy Lays, quit asking for money. There's things I like to do. I like to fix my house up. I like to buy a new riding lawnmower. Yeah, I'm about 120 something away from 1,000. I usually pick up 1 to 3 subscribers a night. And I appreciate you all. I love you all. God loves you all. I know some of you don't believe in God, but that's okay. But put your faith in the God. You see what, 709, you see what Joanne is doing? She's being funny tonight. Maybe she got 3 eyes. She got an eye right here in the middle. She must be from Moon or Mars. She's a space alien. Hey, Joanne, and one of 709 concert videos there, he had a good looking girl. She got real short hair and maybe in a white outfit. She got real short hair. I kind of like her, but I ain't going to go to Canada and bring her back home. No, that's too far for me to go. And I don't have the money to make a trip to Canada. But before I could go to Canada, I would have to get me a passport. And I don't even have the money to give me a passport. If they took my picture, I'll probably break the camera. When I went to the post office, it was, I guess, last Friday. Guess it was last Friday. And I found an envelope in my box. It wasn't my name. It was my post office box, but a different city and state. And I showed it to the post office lady. I said, that's my box, but it's not my name and not the city or state. And she looked at it and I don't know. Post office screws up too much. And my son got paperwork from the food stamp office, say they canceled his food stamps. Said he didn't turn the paper in. The fact he did turn the paper in, he has a receipt where they scanned it to the fax machine. And, you know, don't they have possums up there where you live, Joanne? Do they have possum and skunks? You know, I'm watching something on TV. I usually don't watch it. It's kind of like Blue Bloods, but it's Boston Blue, and I don't like it. I just don't like it. You okay, Alex? You got a hairball. Go to the kitchen and drink you some water. Man, I don't like possums. They look like an oversized rat with a big nose and mouth. They scare the crap out of me, but I can tap on the window or open the door, step out. Them cotton picking possums ain't afraid of me. If there's a raccoon on the porch and I tap on it, bam, they're gone. They're different from city raccoons, because city raccoons come up and jump on my lap. These idiots, they're scaredy cats. I don't know why. But I hate these raccoons. That's what I'm dreading about summer. I'm really gonna have to really cut back on the cat food. I'm really gonna have to cut back. I don't mind the raccoons drinking a little milk, but usually that cat's, when I put it out there in the morning, it's all gone within an hour. Then I look out there at supper time. I got one pan that still had a little milk in it. It'd be gone by the time the possum. That's one thing I hate about this weather. It got up to the 50s today, and that screws up the raccoon sleeping habit. Because usually in the wintertime, the raccoons is hibernating. And they done came away up and eat, then they go back and hibernate. And my birdies, I've been sitting here watching the birdies eat. They slowed down because right now I have to fill my bird feeder up about once a week. And it'll take maybe a pound or two to fill that bird feeder up because it's a big bird feeder. But people, when I had snow out there, about every 3 days, I had to fill my bird feeder up because they was eating like crazy. They get up there and they throw some of the bird seed on the ground where the big birds would get it. And in my tree, the other tree, it looks like a W, and I put some bird seed right in there, and usually the squirrel will go over and get it. The woodpecker, I got a new woodpecker this year because the other one, it would be in that tree and it walks down backwards and it eats what they want to eat. Then it walks up as high as it can, then it flies off without running into the house. And this woodpecker, he flies over from that tree to over here to the bird feeder. Then he walks back up to the tree and flies over to the other tree, walks up the tree and flies away without running into the window. Oh, possum soup? How about raccoon? When I was young, 709, I don't know if it was either in Hibernia or New Washington, they used to have coon suppers, raccoon. They had hamburger and stuff like that. And if a person knows how to cook it, you're not going to tell the difference between raccoon hamburger and a cow hamburger, or just like a deer or a moose. If the person knows how to cook it, you can't tell the difference. I don't like Boston Blue. I don't like this show. It might be another month or so. I like Blue Bloods. But you just got Danny Reagan on here. And I miss the whole Reagan family in Blue Bloods. But I'm lucky that I had the TV on the channel. Usually I don't watch Boston Blue on Fridays. I did the first and second time, but after that, nope, I'm not into it because it's nothing like Blue Bloods, where Commissioner Reagan and Grandpa, they all got together on Sunday. I like it. It's family values. That's what I like. And I don't know if you all heard of it in Canada. I know in Kentucky they got a special deal, what they call bagoo. You can look bagoo up. They use Okay, how did you come out at the doctor's today, Joanne? You know, 'cause we do worry about our family on here. How did you come out at the doctor's office this morning? And people, you make bagoo in a big black pot, you know, like they used back in the olden days. A big black pot over an open flame. You put all kinds of meat in it: deer, possum, raccoon. A goodie. Glad you passed. Well, when I went to the post office today, I run into a friend of mine. He's a Jehovah's Witness, and he has diabetes. Instead of him taking an Ozempic shot, he takes an Ozempic pill. And I'm going to have to ask my doctor about that the next time I go. Or I can look it up on the internet and see if they got old Ozempic pill. Because I've been on this Ozempic, what they got me on, I guess it's 1 milligram. And I think it needs to go up 1 degree or something like that. Let's see. I'm not going to eat no ice cream. I done had my ice cream for the day. I might have to open my window because it is getting a little hot in here. But that's one thing I hate about opening my windows. No matter you got a screen in your window, you people, you see how tiny that screen hole is. I mean, it's really skinny. I guess like a pencil lead. It's skinny. Them flies come through those little tiny holes. Then I have all kinds of flies in here. I hate flies. I'm just trying. I might go in there and eat. See, I take metformin, then I take that Ozempic shot once a week. I really lost some weight. I think my body's getting immune to it. I think they're gonna have to increase it, because I'm putting on. I done put. I got down to about a 38 waist. Now I'm probably up to 40. I done put 2 inches back on. And that Ozempic, it helps people lose weight. I got to go pick up 90 days supply tomorrow. And that's probably what I do. And I watched Jessica today on her videos. I think that's what this is. I think it's 1 millimeter, I think, or one whatever. I know it's one something. I know when I first started out, they started me on the low dose, then moved me up to the second dose. I'm up to this. I think it's a 1 is what I'm thinking it is. But what my friend told me, he taken the Ozempic. I think he said Ozempic pill. He's up to a 3, and the doctor just wrote him out the next level. I think it's a 4. Alex, I'm glad you're in here, but that's a wrong place to sleep. I don't know why my kitty cat likes to go to sleep down by my feet. Like I tell you, I take metformin, I take Ozempic, and there's a couple other medicines I take. I take a pill for my blood pressure. I take, you know, I take all kinds of medicine for everything, but, you know, when I have to go to a doctor, I have to have blood work done. See if my kidneys is okay, my liver's okay, and my A1C's okay. You know, my A1C was what was it, up around 8. Now it's down something 0.5. I can't remember what it is. I know it got 1 on it. I don't know if it's 1 gram, 1 mm. I know I remember seeing 1 on it. I don't know how high it goes. I'm going to ask my doctor. And I don't like this doctor because she's not a sugar doctor. In Norton's Hospital up in Scottsburg, they keep saying they're going to get a sugar doctor in. And because people, if you got heart problems and if you got heart problems, you go to a heart doctor. Just like if you're a diabetic, you want to go to a diabetic doctor. Hello, Clara B. Cool. Well, tomorrow I get up, feed all the kitty cats, take the trash out, and go to the drugstore and pick up my medicine tomorrow. And if the wind's not blowing, I might set my brush pile on fire. Maybe. It just depends on what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. You know, I don't burn my trash every week. I wait until it gets piled up, then I set it on fire. You know, I still got a little bit more work in here to clean up. Then I will start working on my living room. I got some empty cat bags in there. I got to take that out and put it on the brush pile. Let's see, my son got a box today. It's kind of like a heating pad, but it's probably 4 or 5 feet long. You know, since he got arthritis so bad. It's not like the one they showed on TV. Because the one they showed on TV, you can unzip the pillow and this and that. The other one is like kind of like a sleeping bag, but you can zip it. It vibrates. It's a heating pad. And I wouldn't mind sleeping on that heating pad. But the way they got them set up, it stays on for so long, then it shuts off. Then you have to hit the button again. You know, I don't like it. You know, You know, how many people that watch Blue Bloods on here? And how many of you have watched Boston Blue? I do not like Boston Blue. I know Danny Reagan's on it, but I like Blue Bloods better, and I do Boston Blue. Because it's more of a family get together. More like a family show. People, I done went over my hour, so I want to thank you all. And also thank all the nurses for their service. Happy birthday to anybody, which we done had one on here earlier. Happy anniversary if you got married on this date in February. And I love you all. Thank you very much. Peace. And I'll catch you all later.